Hi, welcome back to On the Volley, or as we like to be known, OTV, where we talk about all things football. As you know, whoever's been following us, we've been following the Euros 2020, and we've got to the stage where the group phases are through, and we're through to the next round. Okay, so we're going to talk about the next round. Lads,
Yeah, well,
what's our thinking?
we're pleased. Obviously, Wales and England made it through. Unfortunately, Scotland didn't quite get there. But yeah, I mean, and then we'll talk about these ties, shall we? Then we got Wales versus Denmark. Good opportunity for Wales, I think.
Yeah, I was quite impressed by Denmark in their last game.
I agree, yeah.
They really turned it on. Obviously, with what happened with Ericsson, and I think that really shook them a bit. So 2 games where they kind of weren't on full throttle. But the last game, we went out there and 4-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were saying, weren't they? Some of the Danish players came out and said they shouldn't restart that game against Finland because it affected them. It affected everyone who was watching it.
Yeah.
It affected us. We were watching on TV. I mean, imagine being it's your teammate on the pitch. He's had a heart attack. He stopped breathing. And then to carry on the game did seem a little bit rough on them, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they have made it through.
Yeah.
They get to play Wales, who have also have some good results as well. I mean, Denmark's last result was obviously brilliant. Which they needed to win. But Wales have had some good results getting to this second round.
Well, they drew 1-1 against Switzerland, okay, and they beat Turkey 2-0. And to be totally honest, I mean, they only lost 1-0 to Italy, and Italy have been on fire. So,
I must say, Paul's ridiculous sending off in the scene, because if that was a sending off in that game for Wales, you'd have 4 or 5 players sent off every game.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a little
I agree
bit late
with you.
and it's suddenly scored. But, I mean, they were unlucky as well with the sending off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been a totally different story. Like if we'd had 11 men on the pitch. But I thought Wales.
There are some tourists around there.
Yay!
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, no, I thought they gave a great performance, Wales, against them.
I think they look like a team. I think that's what really impressed me about Wales is the togetherness, the way they play for each other. I mean, we talked with Mike about whether Bale or Ramsey will turn up, and actually, that is true. They do need those superstars, but the whole team has played.
Yeah, they're playing for each other.
But so's Denmark. I mean, look, I ate humble pie. I've said it 100 times on the videos, okay? Wales really, really proved me wrong. Scotland didn't, but Wales did, okay? And I'm really happy for them, and I think they've got a good team, and I think they can play good football. James is excellent, okay, right? He really, really did impress me. And Bale and Ramsey, if they turn up, okay, right, they have a great chance. But Denmark played really, really well the last game, and if you think about it, I think a lot of people, okay, especially the neutrals, are rooting for Denmark because of what happened, and
I mean, Roberts came out and said that. Roberts came out and said 99% of the world wants Denmark to win.
it's understandable
It is because
from a humanitarian point of view.
and it has glued that squad together, obviously, and they're playing for the teammates as much as anything else now. It's going to be a tough one for Wales, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think Wales have got enough. I think the way that they've been playing as a team, I think they've got enough.
So who do you think's going to win?
I'm going to go for Wales.
What about you, keeper?
Well, in reality, I'm going to go for Wales as well, but I've got Denmark in the sweepstake.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I actually have Finland, which started well.
But you do have to say you didn't choose Denmark, okay? It was
No, I
pulled
didn't.
out of
No,
hand,
no, it's
so,
pulled out
of hand.
Yeah.
No, but I honestly think that I think Wales.
It's a tough game, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling about the vibe like Wales at the moment. They've got, they're playing well together.
I think it's going to end a draw.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think 90 minutes will end up as a draw. Then anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about overall result here. We're not really interested in the finer details here. Well, no, maybe we are.
Might be a good idea if Gareth Bale doesn't take a penalty though.
Yeah, after his last performance. I'm going to go for Wales as well. I'm going to go for Wales. They've proved me wrong up until now.
So shouldn't you go for Denmark?
Probably, yeah. You know, I don't want to bring bad luck. Yeah, that goes against me. So hold on. I'm going to go for Denmark. Okay, I'm going to go for Denmark. That way, no one can blame me if anything happens. No, I can change my mind.
Gods have already heard your answer.
I can change my mind. What do you think the score's going to be?
Well, score-wise, I think, as you said, it's going to be a very tight game. It wouldn't surprise if we went to extra time this game. Maybe 1-1.
So we're talking about 90 minutes. A 90-minute score. What do you think?
I'm kind of in agreement with you. I think it might be a 1-1 game, and I think it will probably go to penalties.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to go 2-1 to Wales.
Okay.
In 90 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, write down. No, write down.
I'll say,
I won't put the wing kick when my pad over.
And make sure you put the projections in the comments underneath. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so keeper, you've gone 2-1 Wales. I've gone 1-1. Okay, and Wales to win. Denmark to win in extra time. Okay, and Matt, you've gone with penalties. Now, talking about penalties, let's go on to England v Germany.
Yeah, well, we all know England's record against Germany on penalties. It comes out a fair few times. Let's hope it doesn't get there.
Well, let's hope. I hope they beat Patterson.
Well, don't you think the new crop of lads will be better at penalties?
I think they are in general. I think definitely they're much more confident at taking them. Maybe they practiced them more as kids because they kept seeing England get knocked out in tournaments. I don't know, but I think Mateus came out today and said that he thinks England shouldn't try and go to penalties because the Germans are very efficient machine at doing that.
Robotic.
But he actually did take England to have a good chance of going through. And I'm agreeing with it. I think this German team is not as formidable as previous German teams. So England definitely have a chance.
Yeah, but sorry, okay, and I don't know if you'll agree with what I'm about to say, keeper. Yeah, but England haven't impressed up until now. The last game that they played was the most impressive game against the Czech. Okay, right, where he put Saka, who was man of the match, and Grealish, and they finally looked like a football team. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it made a lot of difference. I mean, the first two games,
Disappointing.
Well, disappointing, but it was, boring.
Yeah.
Boring to watch.
With the attacking talent we've got, that's not really on, is it?
Obviously the first game I thought Phillips was fantastic.
Man of the match.
Fantastic. He was man of the match.
Man of the match class.
Say without a doubt, but Sterling actually got it when he scored.
Well, he scored 2 goals now, and I've been slagging him off.
Keep at it. You've been slagging Wales off as well, and they're doing all right.
Yeah. Slack them off.
I didn't slag Wales off. I did not slag Wales off. Okay, I just wasn't too confident in the passing. To all the Welsh supporters, okay, who met me, I didn't slag you off. Don't listen to him.
No, I just think that the next stage is knockout. England have definitely got to move up a gear, and I think they will. If they don't, it's to their peril. But like I say, on the previous, I haven't been massively impressed by England.
Have you been impressed?
No. Credit where credit's due. We've not conceded a goal, so maybe Southgate has gone very cautiously and just tried to protect.
Maybe.
More cautious than usual, shall I say? He's protected the back four a little bit more than maybe he has done previously, and that has led to results. But let's face it, the group stage is one thing. The knockout stage, you've got to win games, and let's face it, no England fan, even though we won one penalty shootout in the last World Cup, no England fan wants it to go to penalties. To be honest, no football fan does for their team, because it's a nerve-wracking experience, you know, and no one has really ultimate confidence that they're going to come through it.
But it's fine when you're a neutral.
Oh yeah.
But when it's your team,
that puts you through it, doesn't it? Puts you through it. I think England need to definitely shift up, definitely get that attack working a little bit better, get Kane involved in the game. I mean, that's what we need, isn't it?
Well, he's had no chances, has he? Really, he had one chance. That's on Czech Republic, which the keeper saved, and it was a great chance. He took it well. You know, some people have been saying that he's you know, carrying a knock. Okay, so he's lost a yard or two in pace. Some people are saying that, you know, he has too much on his mind on where he's going to be next season.
Well, it's all about his heads in the clouds, about his transfer.
I don't think so. I don't think so. When you're playing for England, okay, your head should be 100%, okay, right? I mean, that's an honour, okay, to represent your country. So I don't know about that.
I honestly think that Harry Kane is not thinking about what's going to happen after this tournament.
I agree.
I think he's too professional as a football player.
It's his character. It doesn't seem like it's in his character. No. So, I mean, that's speculative anyway. It's talking about whether he's thinking. I mean, I know there's been reports that City putting in $100 million bid for him, but there's been reports that also putting a $100 million bid for Grealish as well. You know, we've got a lot of transfer rumours coming out, because basically there's a bit of an interlude in the Euros, and the press have got the rights about something, you know. But I don't really think it's playing on at all. I think you might be right. He might come in a bit of a knock.
No, I didn't say it's carrying. I said people have said that. I just think he's not getting the service. He's not getting the service.
But listen, you know, if you go back, I mean, if Gary Lineker, when he played for England, Alan Shearer, you know, if he wasn't getting the service, he's not going to score.
Exactly.
And, you know, you've got to bring him into the game, otherwise you've got no chance of that man scoring.
Thank you.
And, you know, I honestly think that he's been starved.
Yeah,
in these games, you know.
Southgate's not really playing with like traditional sort of wingers or wing, and one of our best contributors in terms of crosses into the box, best delivers is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who obviously is missing. But you know, there's not. That is Kane's bread and butter. You know, he's a good aerial threat, but also with that aerial threat, defenders tend to drop a little bit deeper to stop the balls coming in, which gives them the space to come into at the edge of the box. And I think that's why Kane's kind of like just isolated really at the moment. He's got, because England aren't playing to any of his strengths, and he's a world-class player. Let's face it.
And it seems a bit, sorry to interrupt, but it seems a bit crazy that you have this guy up front and you're not playing to his strengths.
Look, I think that Southgate's too defensive. I think he doesn't know his best 11. Okay, I've slagged Gareth Southgate down. I have done. Okay, I'll raise my hands up, and I want him to prove me wrong. I want us to go all the way. I want to say I was wrong. Okay, and Southgate is the man. Okay, but I still don't have that confidence. Let's hope he does prove me wrong. We're going to see what happens in the next game. He needs to attack. He needs to score goals. If you don't score goals, you ain't winning. Unless you go 0-0 half-time, 0-0 after extra time, and then you go to penalties. And like you said, it's a lottery. It's a lot of pressure. And it's a lot of pressure put on youngsters. Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, it's kind of like they bought all the tickets. But you know, I mean, I've said that right way through this tournament, Southgate maybe wasn't the right guy for it. Well, I should say maybe. I'd say he wasn't the right guy.
I was about to say, yeah. At least I'm on it.
You know, but
right?
you know, one thing that I'll definitely say about Southgate is he's definitely got the togetherness in the team.
Yeah,
and that is also as important. It's for Wales. It's important to see how you can progress in these tough games that are coming up. You're going to need togetherness. You've got to play as one. And
But you
it's
have
not
to know
just the
your
11 on
11.
the pitch, it is also the guys who sat on the bench. They've all got to play together.
But you have to know who your first 11 is, and he doesn't. He doesn't know his first 11. That's the problem.
Well,
Look,
hopefully out of these 3 games, maybe now he's got a little bit of a break here, you know, before Tuesday it is, I believe, and you know, maybe he does come up with a plan for his. Maybe he has found out his starting 11 now.
So I mean, we can now kind of move on into sort of like maybe projecting our result for England Germany.
I was about to say, yeah. That's what I'd say. So, Keith,
I think it's going to go to extra time.
what do you think 90 minutes are going to be?
I think it's going to be 1-1.
And who's going to win?
I think we're at Wembley. I think England will get a goal in extra time, and I think we will beat them 3-1.
3-1.
4 goals in extra time.
No, 2 goals in extra time. So
2
1
goals in
all
extra time.
No, hold on. You've lost me here. Okay.
So-
1 all at full
One-
time.
No,
3
you said
1-1.
0-0.
3-1 after
No,
extra time.
1-1. After 90 minutes.
Okay, I missed that one.
I think England will score in extra time. I think the Germans will push forward, and I think we'll nick another one at the back.
So you're saying 3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
What about
In
you?
extra time.
Of course.
You're just going to contradict me.
I'm the conductor. I'm conducting here. And I'm also waiting to see what you two say.
Exactly. I'm going to go for England winning outright 1-0.
Right?
Yeah, in 90 minutes. I don't know what I'm basing that on whatsoever, but
I was about to ask that question.
It's more hope and a prayer than anything else. But I've just got to, it doesn't go on history. I know everyone's aware of the history when we look back at this is a historic fixture. It doesn't go on the history. I don't think Germany are as solid a team as they have been in the past, and I think England have got enough to get a goal.
Okay.
As long as they bring Kane in.
Yeah, or maybe Sterling will turn again, and they just pitch a goal, and we've had the match.
Oh, well.
Now I'm a little bit worried now. Yeah.
Remember
No.
football gods can.
No, exactly. So I'm thinking to myself, hold on a second. If I say England are going to win, then we might lose. Yeah. But if I say Germany are going to win, then England should win. You know what I mean? Judging by the results so far.
You've ruined
but,
They've gone off. They've switched off.
I'm just analysing the whole thing, yeah. So no, I'm going to go with an England win. Okay, I think we'll win in 90 minutes, and I think it's going to be 2-1 to England.
2 goals. If we move up again, we've got 2 goals.
Look, we got home advantage. We've got a crowd behind us.
We have got a crowd in there as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we have everything to our advantage.
Yeah.
Gareth Southgate just needs to pick the right formation. We have the talent. We have the potential.
He needs to grow up there.
Yeah. And he needs to start Saka.
Yeah.
You're going on that.
No.
He was brilliant. He was brilliant. Don't get me wrong.
I agree.
It was a breath of fresh air because actually we had looked a little bit stagnant.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
And then we go on to we've kind of got like a bit of Wales. We've got all 3 of us say in England, which is a bit worrying. So then we go into the projection going forward. Who do we? We know who we would come up against. So we would come up against is England, Sweden, or Ukraine, and as Wales.
yeah, if England win, we've got Sweden and Ukraine.
Netherlands or Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to pick out of those fixtures, for me, the more likely would be Sweden to go through, and the more likely would be the Netherlands to go through. So it could be Netherlands versus Wales, Sweden versus England on our predictions. And then a potential of an England-Wales semi-final.
That would be great.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Until
at Wembley. Where they used to beat us in the rugby. all the time when they're having the Millennium Stadium built. So, you know, Wembley's got Wembley's got some history for the Welsh as well. You know, it's not just an English thing.
I don't know if I want that. Some bragging rights there, like if it goes wrong for us, like. But no, I agree with you. I think Sweden will do better than. I think they will beat Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine.
I think they will beat Ukraine. I think they'll go through. I totally agree with you. I think Netherlands are the team, and the other draw because, to be honest, we've looked pretty good.
He was slagging Netherlands off though, wasn't he?
No,
you said their defence was shit.
I think they play. I said the
8 goals, only let 2 in. Yeah, in the,
I know, yeah.
I
But
think
actually,
they didn't. I think
the story was.
Hold on, when I'm wrong, I put my hand up. Yeah. Okay, when he's wrong, you're making excuses. What's going on here?
I think there was a banner flown over the Netherlands training pitch, and it said play 4-4-3-3 or words to those effects, essentially, which is basically, you know, because that's the way the Dutch have always played. And Ronaldo joked afterwards and said, "Yeah, I'm." Even Ronaldo wants to play 4-4-3, and I think you can see they've just got this instinctive attack way to attack, and that does leave them vulnerable in midfield because they basically looked at one point they were playing a 5-0-5 formation when they were on the counter attack, and that's why the Netherlands are vulnerable. So, but I think they'll beat the Czech Republic. But I think Wales have got a chance against them if they do get that far.
Yeah.
Well, Hinegar, or Niga as I called her, when she did her interview, she said that Holland play 5-3-2. Okay, and they're very, very defence orientated. But obviously, that 5-3-2 is with the wing backs that push up and go into attack. I mean, they scored 8 goals and only let in 2. So
yeah, I mean, you've got to look at the quality of the opposition as well they played.
She did say that as well, and I totally agree with that. Okay, right, and it's a completely different ball game now. Yeah.
Well,
so listen, when England beat Wales in the semi-final.
This is where probabilities go out into really extreme sort of like.
No, I'm back to it's coming home.
So who do you want in the final then, Shar?
Well, it could be Belgium, it could be Portugal, it could be France, it could be Spain.
Yeah, I've been looking at those fixtures. I mean, Belgium, Portugal. That's probably the highlight fixture other than England, Germany. You know, it's a standout fixture.
Who do you think's going to win, Belgium, Portugal?
So I said Portugal at the start of the tournament, but to be honest, they've not really super impressed me. They've looked a little bit ragged, to be honest. So I'm going to go with Belgium. And then we've got Italy, Austria. I think we're all going to say Italy. France versus Switzerland. I think we're all going to say France. And then Croatia versus Spain, and we're probably all going to say Spain. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. Although Croatia did play very well against Scotland.
But Scotland
did. But
you mean Scotland who drew 0-0 with England? And you said they deserved to win.
They did deserve to win.
Yes,
Scotland did. They were unlucky. They deserved to win.
But I honestly thought Scotland were very unlucky against Croatia.
They had some chances again, just not finish. They had opportunities. They didn't take them. But I thought they were unlucky.
Well, you said they don't really have a striker. He did say this. Do you know what I mean? They don't have a clinical striker.
I mean, to be honest, England haven't had one because he's not been playing either. But we've scraped through. But at least he has been playing, but he obviously hasn't been involved. It's a bit rude on Harry Kane because it's not his fault. As we just discussed. But I think that's what they've had.
So who's England going to meet in the final?
If England get to the final, which I'm going to say, if we beat Germany, we've got a really good chance.
Exactly.
I think England get to the final. I think I have a feeling they will end up playing France.
Yeah.
Well, I've already made a prediction. I think they're going to play Italy.
I think it's going to be England.
And I actually
Italy or Belgium.
when we were doing because we did that in here in Shamrock, we're outside Shamrock today, and we did this, and we were doing it opposite each other. We were writing down our complete prediction for the tournament. And
They were
and
writing it down.
I looked
writing
over.
it
I looked
down.
over. I looked over. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell who you put down as the winner.
You can, yeah.
So I looked over. Keeper said he had England-Italy final, and he started writing because we're doing it in Italian. So Italian for English is ing Inghilterra, and started that and scribbled it out and put Italy.
I apologise to all the English fans out there. Okay, the guy hasn't been feeling too well recently. Okay, right. So we're going to take him to a doctor. Okay, right, and let's see where the fuck his patriotism has gone. Oh, that's embarrassing.
I'm sorry.
I just been pragmatic, to be honest. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've just seen them get so far in tournaments and just fall.
We suffered the hurt for too long.
Exactly.
Too long in the tooth. We've seen them
They
fail
just
so many
always
times.
fall at the final hurdle, you know, and you're so G'd up and you think,
It's got to change sooner or later.
Well, I hope so.
It's got to change sooner or later. So anyway, listen. I think after that embarrassing, revelation, that Matt has just revealed to us about keeper, I think we can stop, and that's it. I'm speechless. I have nothing to say
Which is very
apart
unusual.
from I apologise to the whole of England, on his behalf, He's a Geordie, by the way. Yes, I hope all the Geordies remember him when he comes back home. Yeah. I'd like to thank Keeper, who's going to be away for a month. Okay, he's not going to be around for a month. He's got a lot to do. He's very busy work-wise. Okay, and we're going to miss you, Keeper. We're going to miss you.
Miss you both. Gonna miss this for a month.
Integral part of OTV, this young man, very integral. Okay, it's going to be like we're missing an arm or something. Okay, right? But he'll be back with us soon. Okay, so from us on the Volley, or as we like to be known, OTV. Okay, thank you for watching. Put your comments underneath. Please subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Please subscribe. OTV.
Bye for now.